Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to this new video for this week's Sniper X members. And we're going to be doing another live case study. We've got a couple to go through, so I'm going to keep doing them every 2 weeks. And this one is done by, let's see, this is done by, I believe it's Lynn or Deborah. It's one of the two. And she said, you know, this is my first sniper site, and for 4 days I was on first page, then it disappeared for 2 weeks. Now it's back on the first page. I also have some other titles, some 7 pages deep. How do you get the titles to show? I think okay, so she wants me to review this. Okay, so first of all, I'm just a bit confused because it says Lynn, Deborah. It's from Deborah, but it says on the site it's by Lynn. And there's a picture of a man there. I'm guessing that could be Dr. Joel. I'm a bit confused with all the pictures. Anyway, let's get down to it. Let me just quickly introduce why we do this. If this is your first video that you're watching, this is a new video, and the reason why we do case studies is basically it really speeds up the learning process for new sniper members. Not only that, those who are intermediate to advanced level can learn a lot of things, tips, tricks, techniques from other members. We like to share things, and not only that, the sniper site owner themselves get to implement live feedback on everything. And the cool thing is pretty much that if you implement what I tell you to, particularly if it's your site, then you've got a really high chance of making instant results in terms of conversions and traffic. And we've had quite a few sniper members who've managed to basically be able to reap some rewards almost instantaneously. Okay, so let's go on to this. So for now, I'm just gonna call you Lynn, just to avoid confusion. Now, Lynn, what I wanted to say first and foremost, a lot of people overlook this, but the "Who am I" widget is very, very important, and the reason being is that is your identity on this blog. This is who it belongs to. And so everything has to be, very congruent. Now you got a picture of maybe is it Lynn, the guy's name? I don't know, but the fact that it was sent in by Deborah, maybe this is a pen name, maybe Lynn is meant to be a guy. I don't know, but it needs to be all congruent. And I could be just talking, rubbish here, garbage, just because it could be a male or female. I apologize for this, but yeah, make sure this is fully congruent with everything that you're writing. Don't switch from he to she if you're using a pen name. Because this is where you're building trust. Okay, so first of all, if Lynn is a male's name and this is you, Lynn, that's a good thing. That's a nice amateur photo. The photos that are too professional really don't have the same kind of edge as the kind of amateur-esque photos that you've probably taken yourself, and that's the best ones to choose and use. So let's see. You've got your first article that says, the Joel Furman diet plan, 5 reasons to try it out. Let me just flick through this quickly. I've read it before. Okay. And you said that you were on the first page and it got disappeared for 2 weeks and now it's back on. And the reason for that's called sandboxing. What happens when your site gets sandboxed is Google just kind of picks on new sites that they think or have an idea that it's, that you're basically trying to manipulate the system, and they punish you for 2 weeks. And then it could be anything from a day to 2 months. But usually the way to get out of that is to keep on adding fresh content to show that you're not just manipulating the system, that you are updating your sniper sites. And everyone that's watching this, I would recommend that if your sites are doing perfectly fine, every couple of weeks or maybe every 1 2 weeks, you can add a new article. Okay, that can never hinder it. That will only turn your site into much more of a powerful authority site than something with just 2 or 3 articles. Now, I know you put some work into this, and I can see that this is a really good article. I don't know whether I would have it as my main article, but it's very, very decent. You've got a picture of the Dr. Furman CD box set that you're getting. You also give 5 solid reasons. Now, this is really good because it's a list, and people like to read lists. Okay, and not only in the list, you've got bullet points as well, which is awesome. You have related pictures, again, very, very good. Okay, but what it is missing, okay, is a full review on the actual product. Now, you've put 5 reasons why to try. You might be able to use the same content and summarize it into a final paragraph of what I think about this, and what's good and what's bad about it. This whole list thing is really good, and it's probably one of the best ones I've seen. Especially you've done really well here. I believe if we click on this, so you've actually written other articles and are linking back to it, which is cool. Okay, like for example, you can use the food pyramid, and you've uploaded a picture. What I would definitely do is use this picture within your blog, okay, as opposed to linking to an external page. The reason being is once they hit that, even though I can see that you've hyperlinked this to your affiliate link, they have pretty much left your site, okay, and they have no specific instructions to click here to go to your site. I would definitely keep it back on here. I can see your call to action here. You've highlighted this, which is cool. Maybe fix the font up so it's it's the same as this one. If anything, I believe that you've slightly overdone the internal linking, okay, and external link. I'm looking at this now, and you have a lot of external links and internal links, which is very, very good. It's one of the first sites I've seen covered both bases. But you've done it too high on the page, and not only that, you've linked way too much in this article, way too much. And a lot of people will be clicking on, heart disease and angina and all these other hyperlinks that you've done, but they're not going to anywhere. They're going to just like your own site. I would definitely have, if I was you, to break this down, maybe extend each point, and make it into a paragraph, a post each. You've got a video here, which is good. And then you got another, video and an opt-in box. Okay, an opt-in box, for you guys that don't know, is basically it's there to collect emails. Okay, so you can save the emails and remarket to them. Now, again, this seems a little bit rushed, just because it says required, but it doesn't really say what I need to put in here. I would probably remove this link just because it confuses everything. You half are promoting them to read this Dr. Furman's diet plan, yet you're telling them to get a free sample of something else, which kind of contradicts the whole point of having one aim within a sniper site. Not only that, you're linking to a lot of your other sites, which is again slightly contradicting, just because that they're going to keep clicking on sites and eventually potentially get lost in all of this, and you don't want that. You want them to basically be there, make sure that they don't get like overwhelmed with choices and one reviewer might say this is the best, the other might say this is the best, and they don't know what to do, and they end up leaving it and searching some more. So yeah, I mean, this site has got a lot of potential. I really like this first post you done. I don't think it's the ideal one. You know, I think you've done a good job in, you know, the framework of it. The other supporting articles need some work because you've only got pretty much two, which are just videos and an opt-in box. So I would work on that, and that's probably one of the reasons why you're sandbox as well. You really want to work on adding a couple of extra articles, maybe even breaking off, like I said, some of these points and putting them as individual articles. Okay, I know you've done some good internal links, external links. Keep them, especially the external links, to the bottom of the page as much as you can. Don't, like, this is such a, you know, I'm looking here and you've linked already within like the first section. You've got like 5 or 6 links, which can kind of, you know, confuse people, and also lose track of what the aim of you wanting them to do, which is, you know, get sold on the product, get value added to them, and essentially, you know, lose out on the sale. That's not what you want to do. But overall, you know, like I said, if you can see, you've set the tone with this post here, which is awesome. If you can replicate this a couple more times, that will be even better. Okay, so try that out, Lynn. Apologies for getting your name mixed up, but yeah, it was a bit confusing. I apologize for that. But yeah, let me know how it goes. I think you're doing a great job. Keep it up, and yeah, I'll speak to you next time. Okay.